We had a chance to talk about security issues. Obviously, uppermost on our minds right now is the situation with ISIL and Syria, and we had excellent conversations about how our defense teams can coordinate and work not only on military operations there, but also how do we work on being able to stabilize the situation in Syria. I gave an update on our diplomatic efforts. And we discussed counterterrorism. Given the long shared border that we have, how do we make sure that we are exchanging information about potential threats while at the same time preserving the civil liberties that both our peoples care so deeply about.
We covered a wide range of topics, as is befitting the strong friendship between our two countries. We talked about terrorism and security issues off the top, and how Canada is committed to continuing to engage as a strong member of the coalition against ISIL in ways that will continue to support international efforts, including through military engagement around training, to ensure that Canada continues to be a strong player, doing its part and more than its part to defend against ISIL.
With respect to the situation in Syria, let me just make a couple of remarks. Number one, we have always had a sense of urgency about the need to defeat ISIL. And the 65-country coalition, including Canada, that we organized, has put consistent, steady pressure on the organization. But what I've also said is that it's going to be a multi-year task, and that we're not going to be able to fully succeed in eliminating their safe havens until we have a political settlement of some sort in Syria. It is also my view that it is not going to be sufficient for us to have formal political processes that lead to Assad still being in power.
The election campaign, in the time since the election campaign, I have always been very, very clear. Canada will and must remain a strong member of the coalition against ISIL. And that means humanitarian aid, that means support on refugees, and it also means engaging militarily. There is much that Canada can do, and Canada will continue to work with our coalition partners to ensure that we're doing what we can, including militarily, to degrade and defeat ISIL over the long haul. That's what I reassured the President about, and that's what we're going to continue to be engaged, and we're going to be discussing further the best ways Canada can move forward. But I made a clear commitment to Canadians to withdraw the 6 fighter jets, and we will be doing that in collaboration and coordination with all of our allies to ensure that the coalition still has tremendous impact against ISIL.